5 seconds, you're going to enjoy everything about your favorite entertainment.
In our studio, we have the die-hard fans of the Raid, and now on the phone, this is the badass director of the Raid, Gareth.
Halo.
Selamat malam, Bapak Bule.
Malam.
Bapak Bule. Now in our studio, we have your biggest fans is here, man. He want to talk directly with you about the Raid 2.
Oh, okay.
His name is Dustin. Dustin, this is Gareth. So on the air, why don't you say something to Gareth, or you want to ask something directly?
Oh yeah, no, I'd love to know what the plans are for the Raid 3 when that's coming out, and little teaser there.
Basically, for the Raid 3, I do have plans to do it, but not quite just yet. I want to take like a break for a couple of years and then later on get back to it. Because we have these things where, when it comes to CLAT, we want to make sure that what we do is very sort of like strong and dynamic. And so I need a break for a couple of years so we can come up with some new ideas.
Oh, that makes sense. Is it true? I was reading, as in one of your interviews, you had said that you were gonna do something different than martial art films. That you were gonna take a break from martial art films.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason why we want to delay the Raid 3. Because what we want to do is, I want to go off and do other kind of action films first. Maybe try a bit more gunplay, a little bit more car chase stuff.
Nice.
And later on, then we can explore different sides of CLAT than the next film.
When you say with CLAT you want to take time, is it just to further the art or to illustrate the art? Because I know that did you gain an interest when you did a documentary for CLAT? Because I know you did a 5-part series documenting CLAT prior to...
So basically, the documentary was the thing that introduced me to CLAT. And then after that, like, we went off and made Marantau, the Raid 1 and the Raid 2. And so we kind of reached this point now when it comes to the choreography design, where we've hit on something that we find interesting with the Raid 1 and the Raid 2. And so after the documentary, I got to learn so much about different styles of martial arts. We haven't even touched the surface of it. You know, it's like we got so much we got to explore.
No, I mean I really understand what you're saying there. In a way, your films, especially in America, have created like somewhat of a cult following, and also have introduced CLAT to America. And honestly, prior to your films, it's really generally unknown as a martial arts form, surprisingly, actually.
Well, yeah, it's the same for me when we did the documentary, because I was a big martial arts film nut, and I'd never seen CLAT before. I'd seen Aikido, Judo, Karate, Kung Fu, but CLAT had always kind of eluded me. So then when it came to that documentary, and I'm watching Iko and these guys do these amazing movements, then all of a sudden I'm kind of like, wow, why isn't this in film? Why isn't it being used in cinema?
Exactly.
And you know what, Gareth? Dustin here also learned CLAT.
Oh, nice.
I saw the video, man. I was like, oh man, you learned CLAT. Oh, wow.
Awesome.
And he also watched Marantau and also the Raid 1 and also the Raid 2. He are big fans of your movie, man.
That's cool, man. I gotta give huge credit to Iko and Yayan, though, because I'm the one that comes up with the sick, violent, nasty stuff. And then they are the ones that go off and do all the beautiful things.
Thank you for making wonderful films. I hope to see more from you.
Thank you for coming out and supporting it, man. It means a lot to us. Thank you very much.
Talking Pictures is already dismissed. Come back same time next week.
UFM 94,7